Alright, we're picking up with a new case. Let's see, talk to...
I'm always wondering what's on your mind, Holmes.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Oh yeah, let's just look at the closeout of the last case. Alright. Mycroft complains. Sherlock, dear brother, you've made the most terrible mistake once again. Are you quite aware of who exactly Mr. Thomas Robinson is? Didn't care. Well, I shall tell you. Not only is he a well-known investor and a valuable member of society, but he is also the official government negotiator for technical developments. Not that he was really developing anything, so it's a good thing that he's taken in. And now that he's in prison, we shall have to find another inventor. Well, you needed a new one anyways. He wasn't getting you anywhere. Take a look at what you have done. I believe you are blinded by so-called justice above all things. Well, since the guy wasn't actually developing anything, he was giving you a fake invention that he was selling to multiple people, and then, not giving it to anyone, probably because it didn't work. Not what I call really an inventor. So let's go see Lestrade at the Strand's Lane Bath for the new investigation, shall we? Oh, what's this? I looked at that. All right. Lestrade's Lane Bath.
Beautiful place.
With a dreadful murder. The body of Sir Rodney Bentcliffe is still in the steam room. It has not been touched, per your usual instructions, Mr. Holmes. I shall be waiting for you here, but please hurry.
Are you able to identify the men who were with the victim in the steam room?
Yes. The manager of the bath, Sir Gregory Pitkin, a lad from the City Council, Garrow, and an archaeologist by the name of Blinkhorn. I think the plump one, Garrow, did it. He doesn't seem right in the head.
Well, we shall see. You found no murder weapon?
No, and that's why I called you. All three witnesses and the victim were locked in when the murder occurred, and they remained so until we got here. We even had to pick the lock to enter.
I see.
That's an odd detail.
Was there anyone else here, apart from those gentlemen in the steam room?
Yes, a Mr. Phillips. He was the one who called the police. He'll be able to give you more details.
Well, let's talk to the guy who was outside the room. Where is he? Ah, there he is.
Good day to you, Mr. Phillips. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my colleague, Dr. Watson. Would you be so kind as to answer our questions?
Certainly, sir.
Let's take a look at the guy first. Shiny button. That's always a detail. Ah, there we go.
Please tell us the chain of events from the start of your day. Everything that you can remember. The slightest detail may be of importance.
Very well, sir. I came in at 6:30 this morning, and I opened the baths. I made sure that the room was clean, and I prepared the towels. The brazier was still burning.
There was a fire burning all night.
Yes, Sir Gregory ordered me to light the brazier yesterday. It takes some time until the room is fully heated. The gentlemen had a meeting at 9 o'clock this morning. I wanted everything to be perfect. They'd been in the steam room for 20 minutes when I suddenly heard shouting. I ran to the door, but it was closed. I couldn't open it. So I ran out to the street to call for the police. One constable came up, and then there were others, and they picked the lock. Then Inspector Lestrade came along, and he told us that nothing should be touched.
Did you receive any other visitors this morning?
No one. Until these gentlemen arrived. Sir Gregory was the first. And then, while we were discussing work details, Sir Rodney and Mr. Blinkhorn arrived, and Mr. Garrow followed.
What happened after that?
I waited until they'd all entered the steam room, then I returned to the hall. The changing room door was open, so I should hear if they needed anything.
You would have heard if someone had entered or left the steam room.
Certainly, sir. These doors make a lot of noise.
Alrighty. Whoa, nice dome. Big room. Alright.
Any progress, Mr. Holmes?
Let's see, what's this?
The steam room.
That's the exit.
Frigidarium.
Just that.
The steam room's on the other side, Mr. Holmes.
Oh, I didn't want to go to the steam room. I wanted to go to the locker rooms. That's where the interesting info could be gathered. But I guess I don't get to go that way. Let's see.
These clothes belong to one of the suspects from the steam room.
Nothing there. It's green.
Clothes belonging to one of the suspects.
Green, nothing there. It's a stack of towels.
Expensive clothes belonging to one of the men from the steam room. Champagne for a special occasion.
When was that dropped off?
Unopened. It was intended to be enjoyed after the steam session. Champagne for a special occasion.
That's green. Oh, melted ice.
An ice bucket to keep the champagne chilled.
Well, that was just totally uninformative. Waste of time. Alright, so... Is that the way in the room or the way out of the room? Way into the steamer.
Good Lord, Holmes.
Ah, death with a peculiarly Roman piquancy.
Like the one you almost had an hour ago.
Let us forget about that.
That's the wound.
There was only one hit from the weapon. It pierced the right eye straight through to the brain. Death would have been instantaneous.
The wound should not have bled so profusely. This pool is rather large. Some dirt or earth. I'll take a sample. Look, Watson. He was wearing a ring. He very likely removed it before the steam session.
Well, wouldn't we have seen it outside? Or was it not worth noting at the time?
The death is very recent. Between 30 minutes to 1 hour ago.
I think we have found all that we can here, taking into consideration the abysmal lighting. Constable, we have finished with the body.
We don't have many leads here.
What concerns me is that we still have to find the murder weapon.
Mr. Holmes?
Please have the body removed without disturbing anything else in the room.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
I was wondering, Holmes, it's fairly reckless to carry out a murder inside a closed chamber. Why do you suppose they did it?
There are a great many possibilities. The murderer was in a hurry, or he is an artist, or a ghost, or he wanted to ensure that I'd be brought in on the case.
Probably the latter. You are ridiculous, do you know that?
Yes, he's definitely ridiculous. Alright, so we got rid of... Oh, examine the blood.
I should check this blood sample at Baker Street.
Alright, so we know we got something there. Oh. Key. Key's gone.
This key
Can't
was
unlock the
covered
door
in
without the
blood.
key.
I should ask Phillips about it.
Sorry, clue quote. Still one of my favorite movies, Clue. Tim Curry, at his best. The movie has great comedic timing. People don't find it as funny. I find it hilarious. Then again, I've only seen it like 100 some odd times.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
Well, what was that all about? Okay, I clearly didn't do enough with that, but we'll come
The
back to
brazier
it.
is still burning. The heat here is extreme. I will need something to pick up this melted metal. It is too hot. I cannot reach into it.
Well, you're not very good at your job.
One lens is cracked, probably due to the temperature of the brazier. These lenses are for myopia. The wearer is short-sighted.
Oh, that was uneventful. Okay, so we steam up the room.
With the steam on, I'm unable to see even a few feet away.
Well, the only thing lit up is the steam switch, but when we use it, it still is not lit green. Interesting. Come on.
The grid cannot be removed. The weapon is nowhere to be found.
Of course it is. It's in the metal. It's in the, it's in there. So we need to find something to pick that up with.
Blood traces wiped on the towel.
Alright, let's talk to
It's
everybody.
horrible. I can't talk at the moment.
I'm in shock. I don't want to talk.
It's horrible. So Rodney, he's dead. Can't we speak about it somewhere else?
So, they don't want to talk.
What should we do next, Holmes?
Oh, you're pointless.
Mr. Holmes?
Oh, good grief. They're all pointless individuals in the room. Leave them locked in there. So the ring and the weapon could be in the brazen, the heating thing.
Mr. Holmes, I should like to take the suspects to the yard. You can interrogate them there. Any objections?
Wait.
Please wait. I need to do something first. How many people have keys to the steam room?
We have just the one key for now, which Sir Gregory gave to me.
So, this morning you opened the steam room, and then?
I put the key inside my desk, but when they called, I couldn't find it. It had disappeared. I don't know where it is.
Did you leave the baths at any time, or receive any visitors?
No, sir. I did not.
Lying. What?
Did you leave the baths at any time?
What's the right
or
answer?
Receive any visitors?
No, sir. I did not.
I don't have any morning telegram. Okay, how am I supposed to have a correct answer when those are the only two I actually have?
Did you leave the baths at any time?
Oh,
or
wait a minute. No, I've got
receive
dirty
any
hands.
visitors?
Let's try dirty hands.
No, sir. I did not.
It's a stupid one, but... Of course it's stupid, because it's not the answer. How are any of the others something that he would even
Did you
know?
leave the baths at any time, or receive any visitors?
No, sir. I did not.
There's no morning telegram that we have access to. And we haven't reviewed the blood samples.
You are not telling the truth, Mr. Phillips. You left your work this morning, and you went to the post office, where you dispatched a telegram at around 7:30.
But how could you... No,
The telegram was for someone in Manchester.
Mr. Holmes, it's I'll tell you everything. I
Where
left
did-
the baths at 7:20. My sister wrote to me yesterday, and she needed a reply, or our mother is unwell. I was away for 20 minutes, and I closed the baths on my way out.
Did you receive a reply from your sister?
No, she wasn't meant to. I just told her to pawn my old school uniform so that she could pay for the medication.
Did you check to see if the key was still in your desk when you returned?
No, I didn't. Please, Mr. Holmes, don't tell the police about this. Sir Gregory would give me the sack. I need this job.
I see. There is a bottle of champagne on ice in the changing room. Do you have any idea who left it there?
There is? Are you quite certain? I didn't pay any attention. Do you believe that it's important?
Alright, I don't like this guy. And still, I'm trying to figure out how he
Mr.
knew about
Holmes?
this telegram. I didn't see any telegram. I didn't see anything mentioned about a telegram. And I still don't have anything to pick up this, Alright, let's look and see what we're supposed to do, because logic's not working here. Search the crime scene and area of Strand's Bath. No, we need the ring and the chemicals. That's an exit. Can I get in here? Oh, good. Whoop.
This area serves as Sir Rodney Bentcliffe's workshop.
Always read the signs. It has cost me in the last one. I ran around for almost an hour before I found out that the only thing I was missing was reading a sign for the mines. I read it, I looked at it and said signs, just didn't highlight it, click it. Okay, there's supposed to be something here. Is it not here now? Ah, there we go.
Glass plate negatives, a remarkable method for recording ancient civilizations.
Okay, open the box.
A glass plate negative is missing.
That's interesting.
It is a glass plate negative of an Egyptian statue.
That's it? That's the whole thing? Everything that was there was a glass plate
Archaeological
statue.
findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Dear friend, I wish to organize a press conference at the Stratton Lane, Bath next month. 1893 was a remarkable year for my work in Egypt, but now it is time to set my focus upon English archaeology, to shine a light on our nation's treasure and reveal them to the public. I would like to see as many journalists as possible in attendance to record this event, and record it favorably if we treat them. And record it favorably if we treat them well. I should like to recall my old friend Lord Blackmore and use the special funds of the Royal Archaeology Institute for this event. Sir Rodney Bedcliffe. Okie dokie. There's glasses again. Apparently not important. A newspaper. The Daily Mirror. There are a few who would claim any degree of unfamiliarity with the name Sir Rodney Bedcliffe. He's a gentleman who possesses wealth, notoriety, and vigor to well match the finest of his ilk abound in England. His intelligence is equal to his charm has had oft been declared by young ladies of European aristocrat. Yeah, that word. He holds powerful connections within the Lord's chambers and carries influence inside the political world. There are those who would call him unforgiving authoritarian. It doesn't sound good. We should rather say that Sir Rodney is determined, ambitious. His presence in the Archaeological Society sites can only mean success for all concerned. Okie dokie. Search the archives. Wonderful, I got work to do. Another newspaper. The Times. Miracle reopening for Strands Lane's Roman bath excavation research. The research efforts were about to be halted when a surveyor arrived in the form of Sir Rodney Bedcliffe. Sir Rodney has taken over immediate control of the excavation, claims that the site holds key to a great mystery. We pledge to update our readers on all existing news as it develops. Okay, so something's going on at the Bath of Historical Elk. There's paper there. A document. This metal plate, besides this archaeological interest, appears to be part of something larger. At present moment, I am unable to determine exactly what it might be.
A shape has been cut in the plate. What should be done with it?
That's interesting.
Archaeological findings. Old clay pots with numbers inscribed upon them.
Okie dokie. I still need something to pick up the hot metal items with. Thank
I will
you.
need these tongs. tools used by archaeologists in their research.
Alrighty. Wait, what's... anything on the floor? Besides a neat pattern. I can't tell if that's supposed to be a carpet or a tile. Guess those papers are not meaningful. Alright. Well, this is the start of our mystery. And we'll be back in the next video. Y'all stay safe. Take care. See you now. Later.